I now recognize Ranking Member Thompson for his 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Kerr, how long have you been with the GAO?
Be 23 years in June.
I compliment you on that. How long have you been looking at DHS and its programs?
About 22 of those years.
Okay, thank you. So if you looked at DHS at this point and there had to be a reduction in force, what would you expect? How would that process play out?
Well, it's a challenge because there's not a mission in DHS that's not critical, which is very unique. I think it would be hard to balance between is cybersecurity more important than disaster assistance, and it's not. Each of their missions is critical. So I think that what you'd have to look at is what are the agencies expected to do and what are they expected to deliver? So for example, with FEMA, 100 or more disasters a year, 600 total disasters they're managing. What do our communities and our survivors expect from them? And then what sort of numbers of people do we need to deliver that assistance? And right now, for example, with FEMA, they can't keep their head above water with delivering what we expect them to deliver.
Well, thank you. You mentioned FEMA and what's the other agency? You mentioned two.
Oh, I think cybersecurity, CISA.
Okay. So if I told you that there have been hundreds of FEMA employees and CISA employees summarily told to leave without evaluation, without a plan or anything of that nature. Have you seen that?
Well, we know that there have been dismissals of employees. Yes.
So are you aware of any kind of a reduction in force plan or dismissal plan for the employees that are currently being discharged at FEMA or CISA?
I haven't seen any plan like that. I do know that some of these reductions have been based on for newer or probationary employees. That's about the extent of the grouping that I am aware of.
Well, when you say probationary employees, define that for the committee.
Well, that could be people that are new to FEMA, or it could be people that are new to their particular position.
If I told you that there were employees who've been with the agency for 10 years, got promoted to another position, and all of a sudden they are considered probationary, is that consistent with normal personnel policies and procedures?
Not normally. I'd want to know, where they work and what their actual performance was. That's an important part, their performance every year, and then also what specific area they work in to know whether that is something that would have an impact on the mission or not.
So if I told you there are hundreds of employees at FEMA and CISA who've been discharged, who evaluations say they've been excellent employees.
Yeah, I mean, I would have concerns over that, and not just from the immediate mission, but hiring new employees as well, because whatever reductions are made, there's going to have to be some people, federal employees, that deliver the services. So sure. I'm concerned mostly with FEMA being able to deliver the mission that we expect it to deliver.
Yeah, if I told you that CISA employees have a critical mission, they have to maintain basically our cyber hygiene for government, and that we have people who are being discharged, and now that agency is losing its capacity to do what its mission calls for, that creates a vulnerability by letting those people go. I mean,
yeah, in the area of cybersecurity particularly, in CISA, you know, we've spent the last 10 years trying to get DHS the authorities it needs to bring on board people with those skill sets, because they don't always want to work for government. They can make a lot more money outside. So with regard to cybersecurity specialists, yes, I'm concerned about losing that talent and then being able to recruit the talent we need to address the threat we face.
I yield back, Mr. Chair.